Hey, Dave.
And I'm a physicist, and some of my best friends are evangelical Christians, and I'm always jealous of their faith. Okay, so I spent a lot of time thinking about God and how I can reconcile it with physics. And so I think tonight you presented what seemed to be opposing views on God. And my question for you is it a problem for you if somebody doesn't believe in God or doesn't believe in Jesus specifically? And if they have a different belief, why do you feel that yours is right and theirs is wrong?
Well, I think there's evidence, and if someone were to say, like, Michael believes his view's right, I mean, why is he up here debating it if he doesn't think it's right, right? He thinks it's right too. The question isn't whether or not we have different positions. The question is which position is true. And if Christianity is true, as C.S. Lewis said, it's the most important fact in the universe. What it can't be is just moderately important, right?
But don't you, is there a truth beyond science that cannot be proven?
Yeah, in fact, that truth right there, that there's truths beyond science, isn't a scientific truth. You can't get all your truth from science. People who say all truth comes from science, well, that truth doesn't come from science. It's a self-defeating proposition.
So if there's a conflict between science and your religion, if they disagree, then do you pick your religion because you believe it and know it to be true?
Well, you'd have to give me a particular example, because according to Christianity, we believe in two types of revelation. General revelation, which is the natural world, which includes our ability to do science, plus special revelation, which is the Bible. And those two, if they're both true, they don't contradict. Okay, now there are places where we might think that they contradict at this point. What do? We keep doing research. Just like as Michael keeps doing research in the scientific world, Christians are still doing research in the scientific world to see how it lines up with the scriptures. And sometimes we have answers, sometimes we don't.
Do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, so there is a pretty popular American religion embraced by millions of Americans that believes there were Latter-day Saints. In fact, one of them lived in Palmyra, New York, and he was visited one night by an angel who told him about
I think he was the main guy.
He told him about these gold plates that were buried in his backyard, and he dug them up, and he put his head inside this hat that was filled with these magic stones, and he read those gold plates that were written in Egyptian hieroglyphics and translated them and wrote them down, and he had eyewitnesses to this who all signed an affidavit on the first page of the Book of Mormon and said, I was there, I saw it happen. Why don't you believe that?
Because the evidence isn't there, and I can make golden plates in my garage. That's not a miracle.
Whoa.
Secondly, all the witnesses, or most of the witnesses anyway, recanted. And thirdly, Joseph Smith's...
Hang on, please.
Excuse me, ma'am.
She's right.
Joseph Smith's translation of the Book of Abraham was found to be a forgery. Now, I'm not saying Mormons aren't nice people, don't get me wrong. I just don't think the evidence is there for the claims of Joseph Smith.
Let's go to the next question.